Hi guys. All right, little update. So the motor and foot pedal that I got, supposed to be a sewing machine motor. The foot pedal is not a variable speed. It's basically a cheap on and off switch. And the motor itself is freaking high speed. I thought I read that it was a low speed motor. So I can't use it unless I figure out some way to gear this puppy down. But even then, it's going to be spinning way too fast. Maybe I can tinker with the motor and put some kind of potentiometer on it, turn the foot pedal into an actual variable speed, but I don't think so because I believe it's an AC motor. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. So I had to build really quick and cheaply and terribly a second table to hold all my motors so that I actually had some room to work. And even then, I don't have enough room. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to start winding these coils. If you remember, if you saw the last video, these are going to be iron cores. They're going to have the steel shot in them with the resin. So I'll do that a little bit later so they'll be set up and ready for tomorrow. And then these guys, I'll put on my winding machine and I'll just do it the old fashioned way by hand using, I believe that's 26 gauge wire. It's pretty fine wire. I think it's 25 gauge. I thought it was 26. Oh, 25 gauge, right. So it's perfect for pickup coils. At least I think it is. You guys let me know if you don't agree. But yeah, so these guys fit right inside here, like so. And they go in and out pretty easy. And so I could, use the pickup coils with or without. I want to start introducing my my four my 2.7 500 farad super caps. I want to start introducing them again. These are obviously on a logic board, but I have the other ones somewhere that are separate, which I can unsolder and use individually. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Anyway, um, yeah, so I'm going to get to winding these, get these set up. I have to pour them and then bring them in the house because the cold, they won't set up. But let me see what I can do about winding some of these coils. All right. Thanks for watching. Just Stay a little tuned. Side note, Sky. Unfortunately, I'm not going to wind these by hand. I know I probably should. They look a lot better. They probably work a lot better too. But I'm just using them as pickup coils, and I just don't. Maybe I'll try to wind one of them by hand and see how it goes. But right now, I'm scraping off the glue on the inside using this type of file, which I got, which is works better with PLA when you're trying to sand PLA. Regular sandpaper just kind of melts it and messes it around. This is a different type of rasp. I think it's like diamond studded, or it's just not your regular hardened steel that just with the PLA it just ends up not really sanding, just moving the plastic around, kind of melting it. Anyway, once I get one of these wound, I'll show you guys what it looks like and then we'll go from there. All right? Ciao. So using the syringe was a brilliant idea for doing all of my coil stuff because trying to pour that even from that small container, I didn't even try. I just used the syringe. And I've got the coil started, but oh my God, it is so monotonous. And my hand starts to cramp because I think I'm holding the wire too tight. But I'm taking a break and doing these little iron cores right now. So yeah, hopefully the next time I start the video, the coils will be done, but probably not. I'm actually thinking about moving the beast rotor into its original housing over there, the vertical one instead of the horizontal one, just for shits and giggles. But it's so nice to, what I actually really want to do is I want to make it completely maglev, where it's not only maglev going up and down, but also in the horizontal by putting a ring magnet that has the poles on each face. That way I can put a larger ring magnet just a little bit above it, and that should hold it, because it's the same principle as the maglev over there. It's the same principle as the one that I have here. Let me show you really quick. I think most of you guys have seen it, but it's the same principle as that maglev, where I have one ring inside of another. And that really works really well, instead of doing it like this, which is not bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, having the magnets all the way around it like that. But I saw a Sky Collection do it that way. That's the same way that one is. That's definitely a superior way of doing it. And so I want to do that in the vertical set, or for the horizontal rotor, but do it up here at the top instead of a bearing. Anyway, the resin has seeped down, so let me continue on. All right, welcome back, later, guys. Yeah, so the iron cores using the shot came out great. I cured them inside my house, and so they cured really fast. As you can see, I have it so that it can slide in and out. Doesn't really matter which one. Slides in and out. And I'm winding my second pickup coil. I finished the first one. And I've got this kind of makeshift tensioner set up because I haven't had time to actually set up the actual tensioner that I got. But I'm going to. You'll notice that this is different wire than the first coil. So the first coil was 25 gauge, thinner wire, higher voltage, lower current. So I decided to go for the second coil, a little thicker wire, less voltage, higher current. So this is 23 gauge. That's 25. This will be 23 gauge. And then on the third one, I'll probably go up to 21 gauge, just to see what happens, see what that mix does. Okay, so yeah, I tried some different things for holding the wire because my hand cramps up really quickly. I have to learn to just hold it more loosely. Anyway, it's going. I'm hopefully going to have all 3 coils done today. All right? All right, welcome back, guys. So I finally finished. They all weigh exactly the same, which is ironic. I mean, which is weird. So this is 25 gauge, 23, and 21 gauge. So now I'm going to put some kind of connector on there, and probably before I actually use them, I'm going to paint resin around the outside to keep them protected. I may even do that before I put the connectors on, so I probably won't be doing them today. I think what I'll do is I'll find my other supercapacitor bank and think about how I'm going to, actually what I need to do is figure out how to gear down that freaking coil winding or the sewing machine motor. I did not realize it was going to be so fast. There's got to be a way I can get in there and tone it down. If it was a DC motor, that would be pretty easy, but I think it's an AC motor. I'll have to look. Yeah. So let me figure out what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to paint these coils with some resin. Get that done. If I paint them and then bring them inside, they should cure within a few hours, or at least where I can use them. All right. And so what I'm going to do eventually is this guy with the magnets. Oh, look at that. It's actually, and anyway, with the magnets in a vertical, so north, south, north, south, north, south, and then they'll be around, I will have these coils around. I'll have 3 of them at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, or 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And then I'll have another coil, probably this guy right here, to actually run the motor. Something like that. So I'm going to try it with 3 coils. I'd like to print out more, which I probably will. I need to redo this base. I have a 3D printed base on there, and then this piece of acrylic that I use to actually attach it to. But that should work well, because I really didn't visit this guy all that much, but I want to. And I also have this one over here. That's the magnetic PLA, or the iron infused PLA, the ferrite PLA. I also want to check that guy out again and get him more done. I don't know, Tellboy, if you're still watching, remember this guy? Yeah, I'm still going to play around with that. I want to get that one going much better. Anyway, all right. So let me paint these guys, and then we'll go from there. Welcome back. Ciao. Actually, I've been neglecting this guy. This is one of Sky's coils. This is a beast. And it's a bifilar. So what I may use this to run this guy, and use the second coil as pickup in conjunction with these coils. See what I can do with that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because this guy is a beautiful coil, and it's heavy. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to get the connectors on there, put the acrylic on there, and then, yeah, definitely use this puppy here as a drive and pickup coil, as well as using the output from the JL94 circuit. I could always use this guy as a drive coil too. This is one of Sky's coils. Look at how beautiful that is. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, I also have the Bedini circuit and the Hall sensor circuits that I could try, but I've had the most luck, or I just really like the JL94 circuit, but I may also try the Hall sensor circuit. I haven't given that much love. I've given the Bedini a good shot, but between the Bedini and the Hall, I mean, between the Bedini and the JL94, I'll take the JL94 uh, any day of the week and twice on Sunday. All right, let me get these guys um, soldered up and resined up. All right, so we've got the connectors attached. Everything seems kind of secure. I've tested them. I have continuity on everything. So now I'm just going to put um, the resin on the outside to protect the wires. Hey guys, really quick, I completely forgot about this new toy that I got. Check this out. Where's the other ball? It changes speeds if the balls hit each other. And you could see here's the little logic board. Lets you know every time a ball goes through. And these are non-magnetic balls. So these are just iron balls. And I'm wondering what would happen if we were to put a magnetic ball on there. Let me see. I think I have one that'll fit there. What did I do with those? I know I have some magnetic balls somewhere. I'll find them. But until then, let me see how fast I can get one of these going. Oh, I got to plug it in first. And it will only go in one direction. I think that thing is pretty cool. I got it so that I can really look at it. And they use some really heavy gauge wire. This looks like it's like 21 or 20 gauge wire. That's some thick ass wire. And each coil has its own little logic board on it. Looks like it has a MOSFET on it. It also looks like it's got an LED on it. And I can't tell what that is. It looks like it might be a capacitor or no, I think it's another transistor. I can't tell what that is. But yeah, I got this thing on purpose so that I can really look at it because I want to build one of my own. Let's try two balls again. See, sometimes they go together and other times they spread out. See, now they're spread out. Now they're together. Now they're spread out. Now they're together. So it oscillates between being together and spread out. Now they're spread out. Yeah, I got to find my magnetic balls to see how they would do, because I've seen people use magnetic balls. Let me see if I can find one, and I'll do that. All right, stay tuned. I found the magnetic balls. I've got 3 different sizes. Oh yeah, you could. Whoa. Yeah, you could tell these are definitely magnetic balls. Let me crack it open. All right, hold on a second. I should have gotten them out before I started the video. Here we go. All right, so I've got a small, a medium, and I guess you'd call it a large. So here's the three I have. The one that's, oh shit, they're powerful. The one that's closest to this would be that size, but I'm going to use the smaller one and see how that works out. So let's plug it in. Holy mackerel, yeah. So I guess it all depends on what side hits the, oh, I know what that is. That's a sensor. I think it's a hall sensor. Huh. Yeah, that was pretty wicked. Yeah, really quick, that can't be a hall sensor, because if it was a hall sensor, then you would need a magnetic ball. That must just be some sort of a proximity sensor, or it, oh, I know what it is. Yeah, that's what the LED is for. It's a, oh, what is that called? Photovoltaic sensor, I think. My son used one of those with his science project. A couple of years back, I posted that. He won first prize, being able to tell whether a tomato is ripe or not by using a piece. What was it called? I forget what it's called. I'm sure G Law will correct me, or will help me. I'm sorry, will help me with that, because he's always good at helping me when I fumble up my words. But yeah, this thing is pretty cool. And again, I'm really surprised they use such thick wire. I guess because it does produce higher amps. Yeah, which help, you know. Yeah, I'm actually not that sure. I do see there's a little resistor on there. There's actually a couple of resistors on there. Yeah, I'll have to take a really close look at this and see what exactly is on there. I see where the two wires connect. I know that's probably a MOSFET or just a transistor. I don't know what kind. I'll have to take a look at that. There's a couple of resistors down there. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool. Ciao.